Hey, this is Stefan.
And this is Ada.
And welcome to Living Simply in Mexico.
I'm not going to be talking very much here.
No. Poor Ada has been sick the last 3 days.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to sit next to you.
Pretty much.
I just wanted to say hello.
Yeah, and what I'll do is go over, I may have a few comments for you, so I may have to pull you back in. Let's see if I can do that. So we rented our house out for a dance retreat this week, and we're about ready to head on out. And they came early, so it was kind of awkward me trying to do an episode, Ada not being around and me talking with myself. Man, that was awkward. So anyway, I'm now dumping the trash. So what's interesting about Puerto Vallarta is that some people, work their lives and they try to come down here and retire. Some do it part-time as snowbirds and sometimes just go on vacation. And sometimes people it gets old for them, right? And this episode is about trying to keep it new and also about a little bit about Dia de los Muertos. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. All right, so this, my friends, is the trash pile. Yes. So that's the way it works here. They don't use containers, but the trash truck comes quite frequently and they'll pull the trash from there. So that's how they do it. It's Mexico. Oh, Eddie. Yeah. Time for another haircut.
All right.
Question for you for my haircut. We got back here recently, and we've got some people saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I've been here all summer, and I don't know if this is summer. I don't know if I can be here all the time anymore." And so a lot of the folks that we know are going to Mexico City or going out of the country or whatnot. What's your take on that, being here full time all the time?
I can understand that, and I think if you live here full time for many years, it can lose its the freshness of it all.
Yeah.
You get excited, you're happy to see it. It's normal. I personally make a choice to remind myself what was the attraction in the first place. And an example of that would be like the Charro parade that we had yesterday. I had set my alarm because I wanted to take a nap. And I went down to the Malecon. It was only 15 minutes, but it was a great 15 minutes and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, man.
And tonight I go, I've got to get out. I want to see everything lit up on Halloween because otherwise I could be anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I found too, is when you live in a place for a longer period of time, it's good to have friends that come by as tourists, because then you show them around.
It's always
and it brings
new.
it back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And most recently, I would say this past year, I deliberately go through the old streets that I used to walk so that I remind myself of why I like it here. Because if you stay on the main, if you get into I'm going to call it an American, but we'll just say Northern American routine.
Yeah.
The main highways, the fastest route, there's less lights, or a shortcut. Okay, that's all fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but there was maybe there's a street over here. I forgot what the name of it is. Yeah. I love walking on because it's just beautiful. And I thought I need to do that more often. So that's the street that I walk my dogs on. Because otherwise I would just do the Malecon every day.
Yep.
But I don't. I want to try to keep it fresh and remember what I love about it.
Yeah. Is that the street, by the way, that has a church? You can see the church.
Yes.
Yes, that's our favorite.
Isn't that a great street?
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of what I love.
Why you're here? Exactly.
Why I'm here. So we have to keep it fresh. Sure, Mexico City or Guadalajara keeps it fresh. That would work, but if you're here full time, sometimes you just got to look at what's here.
Yeah, so don't get in a rut.
Don't get in
Absolutely.
a rut. That's the lesson for today.
Cool. All right. Well, there you have it. Thanks, Eddie.
You're welcome.
Highly recommend Eddie if you need a haircut, Eddie, or whatever with your hair. Eddie's awesome, so do check him out. He's on Facebook, Eddie's Hair Salon, Puerto Vallarta. You should be able to find it there. They do celebrate Halloween here as well. We decided to go to Casa Kimberly to grab a bite. Going?
It's Halloween, so we're going to Iguana restaurant?
Makes sense.
Okay.
That works.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So of course we had to have a margarita at the Iguana. And then we went downtown where all the tourist shops are, and they had this great dancing. And it was basically locals watching cultural dance event. awesome. You run into that all the time here in Puerto Vallarta, which is really cool. And by the way, I'm here in Coloso. They're building a really big condo right here. I think it's Oasis. Anyway, I turned in and Ada and one of her friends went out to Halloween downtown Malecon, and it was packed.
Okay, so Halloween is, while it is an American holiday, traditionally, that was, I think, the busiest night down on the Malecon. There, it was nuts. It was nuts. And there wasn't an official, maybe there was an official parade, but there was an unofficial parade going on. They had blocked the streets and people were basically throwing candies out the car and then trick-or-treating, which is very, very, like, I'm having heart attacks, like watching kids run in front of vehicles. So that wasn't fun for me, but anyways, we caught a little bit of it. I was a little bit freaked out, but I escaped to safety.
I wonder actually if that's somehow where she got sick, because it was so packed that night. So then we went to Dia de los Muertos, and that was really rocking.
We're heading down to the Isla for the Dia de los Muertos, November 1st activities.
Yes. What would you say?
And Stefan's he's sporting his new Living in Simply Mexico shirt, but I initially thought he would glow in black light, but now that we're out here, he glows in the daylight. Keep walking because I can't see you. There you go. See? What do I say? He glows in the daylight. He just has that type of personality.
Hopefully I won't get run over.
You won't get run over. I'm going to cross all streets with you.
You know, when you come down here for a either part-time or full-time basis, you need to have something to do. The folks that come down here and they just volunteer in the, on the Isla, they do gardening work and they do all kinds of other stuff, and that is really cool. Other folks, they're into art, right? And so, local folks will come out and they'll show arts. I know that Ada did a little interview with someone that talked about some antiquities. Well, I'll leave it to Ada to go from here to talk about that.
All right, I'm here with the artist who is behind this really cool exhibition. ¿Cómo se llama la exhibición?
El barro suena.
El Barro Suena. And I was just reading about it, and believe, if I'm understanding what I read, it's about you guys have taken the prehistoric, pre-Hispanic. That's what it's. Yeah. That's right. The pre-Hispanic traditions, and basically have reproduced them with the contemporary artists and art, and sort of reproduced this so that now we have the art that represents the pre-Hispanic
tradition of the shaft drums, and especially focused in this project to the musical instrument offering.
And you guys tonight are going to actually have a little performance too with some of them, right?
Okay,
I was
with makeup and all these sounds and my whistles.
Yeah. So I saw these in there for sale, the little whistles.
Yeah, it's little whistles, and it's similar to the people made. Can
I hear it?
Yeah, of course.
I love a good whistle. Like that.
Look at these dogs on the land, or the landscapes, and it's like a party,
so
maybe
cute.
it's a party, yeah. And this is the symbol and the painting that they have decoration. And let me show the sounds. It's totally different than the other
cool.
ones.
I didn't know it was a whistle.
Yeah. So beautiful.
That is so cool. Oh, I love it.
And we have also this project based on this, we call sonajas.
All right, there we go. Got the early maracas.
This is one of my favorites, and I was thinking this.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
And I was searching because usually they made this object similar like the shapes of animal shapes, like the dogs, the frogs, And I was thinking, what is this? And I was searching, and it's one kind of marsupial.
Look at that little guy.
Yeah. And we call tlacuaches, like the possums.
Okay.
Yeah, but this tlacuachin is the smallest one.
This is this is really a great project. So congratulations. It's really it's pretty cool to see, and I'm happy to see the history, like you said, the pre-Hispanic history, and kind of getting back to, and that's a lot of what I know they do here at the Isla is really honoring a lot of that.
Really nice place to exhibit because it's very organic. Good to do organic exhibition.
I'll make sure we put your link and everything so people can find you after the exhibitions are done if you have any interest. But once again, what's your name and where can we find you?
Okay. En español es Mae Delgado Arte. In English, people say Mae Delgado Arte.
Art, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
and you can find it on Instagram, on Facebook, or it's my brand also.
Perfect. We'll put a link to that down below. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.
And then finally, what's really cool is there are people that they're great entertainers in this town. And so I think, what was it? Well, a lot of entertainers got together and they were putting on little skits of shows showing sort of what they do in their productions. And they're doing like maybe 10, 15-minute shows of those there. And again, people come down here, whether they're still doing it for a full-time living or just doing it for fun, you'll see that all around. Meanwhile, as all the events are going on, they're still back here working away. Can you imagine that? Look at this. And so that's a great example of people, whether it's volunteering, getting involved in art and culture, or getting involved in entertainment, or other volunteer activities that people do. And of course, Aiden, my activity, which is doing some of these videos and hopefully giving back. That's really what it's about. To be here part-time or full-time, to keep engaged, is to be engaged. So the Malecon was awesome, as it always is on Dia de los Muertos, and we're there by the large Catrina, the tallest in the world Catrina, at least for now. It's kind of like a lighting of a Christmas tree, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's festive.
Yes. And we actually got interviewed, would you believe, by a tourist organization. Surprise, surprise. So look for us in some tourism films going in the future, maybe, who knows. So just before Ada got sick, the morning of, she was a little bit sick after, and this is after Dia de los Muertos. Ada went and did a walk around the morning after, I think it was November 2nd. That, by the way, is the best time to see everything that's out in its full glory without anybody around, is to get up early at sunrise.
And there's our Catrina for this Dia de los Muertos. We're in black this year. right, we just came up the road to the Mirador and tried to do it yesterday, but they're doing a little work, doing a little bulldozing, so I'm not quite sure what the project is here, but looks major. I kind of saw a little thing on the wall here in terms of what's going on. Clearly I think they're building another road to go up towards that direction, but I think what they're going to do is actually create a road that goes all the way up to the Mirador, and then they're actually going to redo the steps. So currently we have the steps here. I think they're going to have one set of steps on one side, and I think they're going to probably build another set on that side and then have the road in the middle. And the only reason why I suspect that is I'm trying to figure out what that says. So that looks like the vision. Found a little vegan restaurant here and Elixir spot here in 5 de Diciembre. And our very kind owner.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Anwar, Tarzan Apurto. This is our first week here. We have another location in the romantic zone.
Okay.
And my father's over there like 3 years, but right now this is our first week here, so welcome there.
Oh, perfect. All right, our little ginger shot here with our activated charcoal. All right. Hello. That's a great place. I've heard about it. They have a location at the Romantic Zone. They're now in 5 de Diciembre, so it was their first week open there. Anwar was awesome. You'll see him in the video. Yeah, so lots of options for those of you guys who want to go a little healthy. I like to do a little healthy in the early part of the day so I can go crazy with my tacos later.
Exactly. If you eat tacos all the time here, that's another thing, sticking it out here longer term. You can't eat tacos and drink margaritas every day. That's a no-no, so just FYI. Beta went to the cemetery. You know, she's very sensitive about videoing in the cemetery, you know, and all that. I think it's really important to have a lot of respect for folks that have passed. But what you did check out is that all of the murals around the cemetery, which were quite amazing. You can see some of those here. That's one thing in general, is the mural art in Puerto Vallarta it just rocks. The Centro Cultural of Vallartense has some really cool mural tours now that they've just started. So I'll put a link down below for that. It is a small cost, but if you do take a tour, that money goes to, you know, to the folks that are running the center, and it's good to keep them going. They are great people. Ernesto and Kika, we've featured a lot in the past, so do check them out as well, related to just murals in general here around Puerto Vallarta. Ada fell ill, man, and she was bad. I haven't seen her so sick.
All right, well, I didn't get a chance to participate in all of the festivities of Dia de los Muertos. On the 2nd, I got very ill. Actually started getting a little ill on the 1st in the evening. But anyways, at least the good news is that it seems to be negative COVID. So I just got some funky bug. So sorry if I sound like a 80-year-old smoker. No offense if you're an 80-year-old smoker.
Just a bad flu or something. But I decided with her friend to go out and see the parade. Let the parade begin. the tail end of the Dia de los Muertos parade is always good because they always got like charros out there. And as you can tell, they absolutely love handing out candy and or tequila. Someone did a turnaround on me and actually was videoing me and put it in our Facebook channel, which was kind of interesting. So, oh, by the way, if you haven't belonged to our Facebook group, not channel, Facebook group, if you don't belong to our Facebook group, check that out and you'll see the video of someone videoing me videoing this. Anyway, that was fun. Party after the parade. We hooked up with Robert and then Bobby and Cedric from Aging Grateful. They're all friends and family of one another, and we went out to dinner. And after dinner, I had a chance to talk a little bit about their experience moving here to Puerto Vallarta full time. All right, so I'm here with Robert, and Robert's originally from Houston, just moved here to the Puerto Vallarta area.
Yes.
And what's your take on living here full time, part time? What are your thoughts?
It all depends on the person. Living here full time gives you the opportunity to truly engulf yourself in the culture and enjoy some of the delicious foods and the beautiful scenery. But if you're not able to and you have to just do it part time, go right ahead. It is not a hard task to do.
And you do, so you're down here full time in Puerto Vallarta.
That is
and
correct.
you do like food critiques originally in Houston, and you're doing that here in Puerto Vallarta, right?
That is correct.
Where can they find your reviews?
So if you're looking for my reviews, look for me under Rob the Food Critic. RobDaFoodCritic.
Excellent. And where's that at online?
You can look at me for me on Google. You can look for me at TripAdvisor. You can look for me on any platform as far as restaurants are concerned.
Awesome, man. So I'm going to check that out myself here in Puerto Vallarta, and also when I get to Houston too. So
Yes.
thanks, Robert.
No problem.
Never gets old. Gotta love it. Got Bobby and Cedric with Aging Grateful, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. We all know each other here in
Yes.
Puerto Vallarta, which is awesome. Do check out their channel, by the way, Aging Grateful. I'll put it up somewhere along here. But same question to you guys, because you guys moved down here full-time recently, right?
Yes.
So tell me about the full-time experience and what your thoughts are as we let people walk by here. So,
Well, I'll say this. We started out part-time
Yep.
here in Puerto Vallarta.
Yep.
And we loved it. We found ourselves when we would leave, a part of us was still here in Puerto Vallarta.
yeah, nice.
And so we just kept longing for it. You do, if you are the type of person that immerses yourself in culture, love to be able to talk with people, the locals, and support and help and get engaged, definitely, then you want to be here long term, because you're going to miss some really key and important events and processes, even the heat.
Yes. You're like fully immersed.
Yes.
Now, do you feel like you need to like break the monotony, if there is any monotony, like go travel someplace, or are you good right here? Or do you think that'll happen at some point?
Actually, we're going to San Miguel
Yeah.
here this month, so to kind of break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think every time, like we went to Guadalajara, and after 3 days, like I'm ready to go home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back
That's
to
awesome.
where we
So
are.
Puerto Vallarta is home.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, we Aiden and I so hope to get there someday like these guys. So again, if you want the day in, day out, full time here in Puerto Vallarta, check out Aging Grateful. They got so much good content. And they're kind of our neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
So evidently there's this UTMB race, I think it's called. They do 100 miles, 100K, 50K, I think 20K, 10K, and I think the 10K is actually an 8K. I saw that happening again. I totally forgot about it, and I was going to register, but registration was closed. But anyway, maybe I'll remember that next year. The 10K is pretty hard because it's up and down some serious hills here and the humidity. but I so want to do that next year. Hopefully I'll be able to be in town, and hopefully one of you guys will remember to tell me about it if I don't remember myself by at least midsummer, so I sign up for it. But it's pretty cool. That's the other thing, is just staying in shape down here. And that's one thing I do is I do my little runs in the morning, maybe like a 3-mile run. And actually I've got some tips for you based off of that run today, just about clothing. Just got done with my morning run, and 3 tips for you related to clothing. The first is polyester, or it's synthetics. I'm wearing a shirt here that's polyester. I try to only wear polyester here and no cotton, because the cotton just soaks it up and feels super grimy after the first 5-10 minutes, especially if you're in the shoulder seasons or the warm season here in Puerto Vallarta. Second, pants down here somewhere. I always order pockets with zippers on them. So it's not necessarily for pickpockets, although that helps too, but it's for me walking around with important stuff that falls out of my pockets. So I don't want to worry about that here, and that happens a lot, especially for me. And what was the third one? The third one, shirts. This is a shirt I wore last night for Dia de los Muertos, and it's bright. Oh, by the way, that's my artwork from my first house. But anyway, the shirts, what I do is usually the end of day shirts are the ones that are not super sweaty. And so if I'm gonna do something like exercise or something where I'm gonna get sweaty first thing in the morning, I wear the same shirt from last night. And I go through about at least 2, maybe 3 shirts a day. Like today, I'll probably go through 3. Morning shirt, this one. Afternoon work shirt, after work. And then the evening shirt, which is more dressy up so I can go out and do stuff. So anyway, pack a lot of light shirts, really important. And I don't know, I got a demo of this shirt for us. It says, living simply, the next one on the bottom. May do some selling of shirts. All the profits go to charity. 100% of whatever we get in goes out. But we'll need to figure out, I need to figure out what's good to, when to put that up and everything. So if you're interested in that, just let us know in the comments, and we'll see what we can do. But anyway, that is it from here. Have a happy morning, and it's time for me to go cool down in the pool, take a shower, and then go to work. And hopefully when I'm working, I will still not be sweating. That's another tip. Allow time for the sweat to go away. All right. So a little bit about showers. If you are a manual laborer like I was back in the day, you come home, you take a shower. If you're a desk jockey like I am now, you get up in the morning, you take a shower. Here in Puerto Vallarta, unless you are in like the colder season of December, January, you basically always take a shower. Everybody takes a shower at night before you go to bed. And usually also you take a shower before you go out to eat. So there's probably 2. And if you're doing anything physical during the day, you pretty much take a shower then, or you dip in a pool, or both. So anyway, and as far as pools go, pools don't have to be that big. This looks big just because of the picture, but it's actually quite small. And a dipping pool is really nice to have. But if you don't have that, a shower is just as good. Just getting under some cool water to cool you down, especially in the hot summer months, is important. So prepare to take lots of showers if you are here in Puerto Vallarta for a large portion of the year. We talked a little bit about folks that are keeping it positive. They're doing some trips around the country, being here full time. You've got people that are entertainers, that are volunteers, that work in the cultural aspects of the business. It's pretty cool, all the people that are around and do things. There's a lot to do, and that's why Ada and I in part picked Puerto Vallarta, is there's so much to do. There's just not margaritas and beach, but there's so much here, and that's what we share a lot in each of our videos. But you know, even that can get a little tiring for folks, and you saw some here just from Agent Grateful and from Eddie, sort of the things people do to keep things fresh, and I think that's really, really important. So if you're thinking about moving down here, definitely take that into consideration. As far as Ada and I go, it's going to be really interesting. We are in a fortunate situation. You know, we're still working. We can still be down here very often, and also too, I think long term for us, Puerto Vallarta is going to be our home. There's going to be no doubt about that. We are going to have a little bit of a footprint in the United States for family and for some other reasons. And we're very fortunate enough to be able to do that. But I think also too, what we're going to do is, as mentioned, is we haven't seen, we've done all the tourist places in Mexico, but we haven't seen true Mexico in a lot of places. Oh, by the way, this is La Fina, great restaurant here in Coloso area. But we haven't seen a lot of Mexico. And once at some point when our work winds down, and it'll be a while yet, we're going to be down here a lot more, and we're going to be able to really check out Mexico and other Latin American countries as well. We've done a lot of trips to other Latin American countries, but not in the cultural immersion type way that we'd want to do that now. So we're really looking forward to that. So that's on our end, and part of our videos as we go forward will be about that transition that we'll be making over years. You guys are a large part of that because we really enjoy the community we've been able to make here in Puerto Vallarta through this YouTube channel. It's not, this crazy, huge viewership type of channel that we have here, but nor did we want it to be that way. But we hope that we can generate some funds, as we already have already, to donate to causes through any money that we create for the channel, we donate. And also to highlight some folks that are deserving for your donations in the future. So hopefully we can do more of that, and that will be a large part of what we do as we go, closer to retirement and get into retirement, is to be able to leverage this channel, I guess it is a channel, leverage this channel to reach out to you guys and get to know all you better. And by the way, look at that lizard. And so Ada, one more thing. We've got 3 animals the episode. We didn't have one major one this time.
Critter of the episode?
Critter, yes. So when I was on my little walk,
Yes.
I had a baby iguana go in front of me and crawl up the wall. It's like a little guy. I thought, yeah. Hey, buddy. You're not a gecko. Are you a baby iguana or something? You are. Hey, baby. I haven't seen a little one like that before. Hi, guy. So, and then we had the white bird. Did you see the white bird? I don't think
You saw the white bird, but we've never seen the white bird.
It's kind of like a mini white parrot, cockatiel. I don't know. Someone out there tell us what that bird is. And then the third one, which I don't think you know either, but of course is the cat. Hey there. Having a good day? You're real scared of me, huh? Oh, it's so tough to be you. All right, have a good one. Enjoy your time in our Casa.
That little kitty cat. It's super cute.
Super cute. Not our cat, but it kind of shares the house with us.
Yes.
We're happy about that. I think. Are we? Are we happy about that?
Yeah, it's good.
All right. So I am back at the trash pile. I guess we got to wrap things up for today. So hopefully you got something out of this. A little bit of Dia de los Muertos, a little bit of talking about being here full-time, part-time, or if it's just a vacation or so, what's best for you. I would love to hear your feedback on what you plan to do. Are you just interested in learning about Mexico, learning about Puerto Vallarta for vacations? Are you looking to be here, snowbirds, being here in the wintertime? Or are you looking to be here full-time? Or do something like crazy like us, where we just kind of bounce back and forth all throughout the year. I'd love to hear from you and your thoughts on that. Like, subscribe, what else?
Join our Facebook group, Living Simply in Mexico.
Yes.
If you want to be in the know of when we have meetups and such, as we get closer to the holidays, we will be coming down here a bit more. So you may see us. So always, as always, we've really appreciated you guys coming up to us, saying hello. And
I've got something to that. I got my dad a t-shirt. My dad's going to be down here. Everybody loves my dad. He's kind of like the guy of the videos. He will be coming up again. He'll be more
Francis.
visits. Francis, yes. So I got him a t-shirt on the back. It says Living Simply in Mexico on the top. In the front, yeah, well, I'll show it to you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's gonna like that, don't you think? Perfect for him. Little Living Simply in Mexico on the back and a little Doing Epic Stuff on the front. So watch for this when you come to Puerto Vallarta after December 12th.
Yeah. So anyways, if you see him wearing it, not like he's not unrecognizable if you know who he is. But,
Exactly.
say hello.
All right. Take care, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Apparently, there are just so many murals that have been painted all around the cemetery. So we're going to take a look at them and see what we see. That was scary. Wow. Back a little bit.